Yeah, this is Baruch here at the T1 elevator call out. So I've been working on this zohar here, trying to get it understood. And this is the zohar for today is Wednesday. Wednesday is the day of Netzach. Hashem should give us blessing, be able to understand the zohar. Now the zohar's been parlaying, shall we say, two different pesukim. One over here on page Taf Tzadiches in our Parsha V'Yishlach. And then over here, and then there's one, and it says like this. He said the pasuk is Chona Malach Hashem Savid L'Reya V'Yachaltzeh, save them. So that's one malach, and he corresponds that to another pasuk which says, where is it? Chona Malach Hashem Savid L'Reya V'Yachaltzeh. Oh, that's our pasuk. Wait a minute. Pasachad Pasiv here it is Yakim Malachavia Yitzavalach. And we're talking about the situation where Yaakov Avinu and the family are now leaving Lovan and crossing into Eretz Yisrael. So we have here the contrast between a singular concept of Chona Malach, Hashem, versus Kim Malachav, which is one is singular, one is plural. That's what I said. Now let's see if I can get through this little bit of Zohar here. It says, David Malcha Ishtaziv Ma'akish Melech Gas. So he was taken captive with Gas. And Akish had him. Then Omer Hai, so then he said this. Now what? So what he said was, Oz Omer Pasuk Zeh. So he said this Pasuk Zeh, Shel Chona Malach Hashem Saviv L'Reya. So there's one Malach Hashem, that surrounds those who fear him. The malach writes, Bishvil Shashchina Hekifa Oso, surrounded him. V'ishtaziv. Okay, then he was saved. So he says, begin the Shkinta Sahachalei, because he says, the Zohar says, because the Shkinta surrounded him. V'ishtaziv Minaihu, and so he was saved from them, Me'akish V'ameh. Ma'akish and also his people. So it makes you feel like he was in the midst. In the midst of a congregation of many people that were watching. Called Enid Bay. So all of these people who had really, attacked him were after him. So in the midst of all of this. So then it writes, the Pasuk writes over there, and he says it's in Shmuel Aleph, and so that he started to Yishola B'Yadam. The question is, what does Yishola mean? The Matak writes that it's not normal language. It really should have said, what did he do to escape? What did David Hamelech do to escape? It should have said that he made himself into a madman, looked like a madman. And over there say that, he drooled in his beard and he was really crazy. Kamadat Amar, like you say like this, Allah, that you brought this man to me in order to show me that, his insanity. But I have to go back earlier where David said this phrase, and this is a part that I really don't understand that well. So if you understand it better, you can always make a comment. He said because it says that I was jealous. So I looked it up, and the word for holonym here is the word, you could read the word roisters. So I don't really know what roisters are. I didn't look in the English for the word roister. Wait, just one second. Maybe I can find it in English. A roister. And Roister. Roister. Roisterer. A roister is a person who knows how to have a rollicking good time. Okay, I wrote the word rebels. That's the wrong word. So he's kinesi beholadim. So the people who are having a really good time. So over there, I looked at Pasa. The Pasa was talking about, well, they're talking about the really bad people who have a really good time with themselves with all their money. Amalei kucha berichu. So he says, like the Kodesh Baruch Hu says, the chayecho, this I swear. Adaim ant itzrach v'chai. So he said over there, was the idea was is that I'm not sure. I'm not sure what the meaning of the pasuk Kinesi behoidelim, because I was jealous of the hoidelim, which we now just said are party goers. Now I'm not sure exactly why he said that, but he's talking about a concept. Maybe he's talking about is a congregation not the right word, but a group, maybe a large group that are having a good time and they're evil. So Kodesh Baruch Hu says that you're going to need this concept. What? What is the high? So let's go down to the Matak Medevash. Hamelech Kudsha Baruch Hu Chayecha Adaim Ant Itzrech L'Chai. Let me make sure you can see this. There we go. So he says, Hamelech HaBekodesh Baruch Adaim Titztarek L'Hololos. The hololos, now they're translating Ichtavigeya, is to feign insanity or insanity, to act insane. Came into all the bay Akim for us keeper bay. So now they had a hold of him. He's in prison in the palace. And he's probably going to be paraded out in front of everybody. Came in the base Akish. So once he came to the Akish's house, his Chazkel Kenegdo, and they were really going to do something horrible to him. Makasiv, there was written of his Holel Biyadim. He started behaving like a lunatic, right? As he was being held captive, he started being able to keep in the Holodim, the Kana Bekadmisa. The Osam Holodim Shakana Bekam the Hila, like just like he acted. So Holodim means, I guess is the key, so the Holodim really means people who act crazy. That's really that word roisterer really from the art school really threw me off. That he originally got. David zohar so he says I was jealous of the holodim. So holodim means people who are crazy, people are in detention because of their lunacy. Hitzik a love as a den, so then he started straightening things out. Then as Shkinta B'Sharya B'Zachron Dava the Oz Ba Shkina. Let me read it again. So he was jealous of the Holonym. The Holonym of the crazies. So now that's what he was jealous of, because I guess they have no responsibility. What? I'm not sure Pshat. Ki Kinesi Behodli Vukevin Shura HaHolonym Shekana Bechem Tehila, that really was jealous about them. It's on the David Zohar. Masha Amr Kinesi Behodli. So he remembers the pasuk. He said it. Kinesi Behodli Vukevin Shura Shechutshrak Lakach. So now he sees though he needs to do this. He needs to do this himself. Lakach Hitzdik Allah is a din. So then the din went with him. V'az ba Shkina, v'sharsha saviv David in the Shkina again. And she surrounded David. The Shamra Osechel Miyadim, and ultimately he acted crazy. They let him go. This is Baruch Fleischman here. I'm at the Tikkun Elevator Call. This has been the morning Zohar of the Holy Rashbi.